over a spinal mobility sequence that involves doing some motion at the hips, the pelvis, and the arms. What we're going to be doing is placing rubber balls. You can use any kind of ball that you like. These are just those high bounce pinky balls. You can use tennis balls, you can use racquet balls, whatever you have handy. And we're going to be doing the movements of rocking the hips, tilting the pelvis, moving the arms as a way to move the body over the ball. So the ball is going to give a nice soft tissue release to the thoracic area. So typically we tend to have a lot of stiffness restriction in between the shoulder blades and also along that thoracic spine. So this is a nice spinal mobility drill to free up the tissues, but also to improve mobility in the spine. What we want to do is start low and work up. So we're going to start at the lower thorax, and you can really start anywhere you want. It really depends on how much time you have. So I'm going to go right below the shoulder blades and lay on the balls. One thing that I like to do always is to check before and after to notice how the back is feeling before doing the drill and then after. So one of the things I like to do before placing the balls down is to lie on the back and notice how the back arches. And then notice again once you're done. So when I lie down, and I don't know if you can see here, but I have quite an arch in my back. So I have a lot of tension in my spinal extensors. So as I come, I'm going to place the balls at this area just below the shoulder blades, one on each side of the spine. And I'm going to bend my knees and lie back. Now, if the head is really tilted back, you want to make sure that you have something under your head to give you a little more level with your head, so you're not going into hyperextension. So the first part is just rocking side to side. And I'm just going to be doing 3 each side. This isn't about distance, this is just a little movement. Coming back to the start position and now tilting pelvis. Rocking back and forward. So as you can see, this is creating just a little bit of up and down movement where the other was a side to side movement. And now with the arms, I'm going to lift toward my ears and then back. What that does is kind of helps with doing a mobilization front and back. So we're getting a side to side motion, an up and down motion, and a front and back. So new spot, I'm going to just lift my hips and let the balls roll up. So with this new spot, just notice how this feels. I usually like to do breath with this, so now I'm going to coordinate breath with the movements. On the exhale, drop to the side, inhale back up, exhale, drop to the side, and inhale back up. Now coming back to start, exhale, rock back, inhale, return. Exhale, lift, inhale, down. Exhale, lift, inhale, down. You can change this too. It could be inhale up, exhale down, whatever you want to do. Next spot, so lifting up, scooching down. Breathing into this new spot, maybe a breath or two, and then we're going to rock side to side. The idea with this is just kind of allow yourself to go with the flow here, moving with ease. and tilting. Notice as my pelvis moves, my head moves because there's a connection in the spine. And this is what we want to have happen, not making my head move, but it just moves because it's part of this chain. Okay, new spot. And rocking. Tilting. Arms. Now sometimes the area as you go up it could get more intense, and what you can do is maybe put something on top. So I have a towel here. I would put that on top of the balls to disperse the pressure, and so it's not so intense. The idea is as you meet the balls, you kind of mold around the balls. So if you're not able to tolerate being on the balls, it's a good sign that you have tension in your system and you need to practice letting down. So this is a good way to do it, but you want to be able to do it with breathing and not holding tension, so you need to put something to spread that surface area. I'm going to go down one more. Now in this part too, what you can do is just play with your arms. So I'm going up and down, but you can also do like a figure eight, or you can put your hands together and do a figure eight. You can do kind of an I Dream a Genie style here, because we tend to have a little more tension and nuggets here. Also, if it's tolerable, what you can do is let your hips come up and even do just a little bit of a chug going up and down. Kind of find maybe some tight spots and do some shimmy. So let's check in. So we went from below the shoulder blades to kind of that top part, and we'll check back in. Lying on the ground, and I don't know if you can see a difference for me, but this part of my ribs, it was lifted up before and now it's more relaxed. I still have an arch in my lower back, and ideally with more relaxed to the spine, it's going to rest more comfortably on the floor. So that's a nice movement sequence. It's a great letdown. I would highly recommend it. Give it a try.